All right, hey, I am Tim Eliopoulos with the Ohio Tactical Officer Association, and with me today I have Jon Cute from the Florida SWAT Association and the SWAT Roundup.
Hey, how are you?
It's great to see you,
Tim. Good to see you, brother.
So I've had the pleasure of knowing you for quite a few years now. I've been going down to the SWAT Roundup as a judge. Always appreciate your hospitality.
Yeah, I love having you.
I know you've got a long-standing relationship with Ohio and coming here, sharing ideas with Pat, going back and forth from your guys' conferences to ours, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, no, we appreciate the support, and again, thank you to Pat and yourself and everybody else from OTOA. We love being a part of OTOA and the relationship that we share, so thank you guys again.
So just to pick your brain, going around today, we've been trying to evolve and grow as time goes on. What did you think about today? How's this been looking so far from your perspective?
Great. I mean, from the time I got here this morning, your show is by far, I've been fortunate enough in this capacity to travel around the country to see other shows, right. And always, no matter who I speak to, whether it be an operator, a vendor, or somebody, and really like to get people's perspective. Everyone really always says the best things about Ohio Tactical Show, and the fact that you guys combine both the show with the training. So hats off to you guys. You guys have definitely nailed it again this year.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Let's talk a little bit about the SWAT Roundup. I know about it, but I don't think a lot of people know about it. If I'm not mistaken, it is the longest standing SWAT conference, or I'm sorry, SWAT competition in the country, in the world, maybe? I
don't know. I guess we'll go world, right? Because it's a SWAT Roundup International, so we are an international.
Fact check
yeah,
We're good.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
I think this is. I mean, who's paying attention to the facts? But yeah. So yes, this is the 41st year this year.
Wow.
1982 it was started by a group of officers, tactical officers that had a officer lose his life in the line of duty in the same or just outside their community. They had some conversations about that, and they said, you know what, we can do better, and we can also learn from this. And they put their money where their mouth was. They brought some teams together. I think the first one was about 9 teams, again, 41 years ago, and now we're probably manageable for us is about 65 to 70 teams per year.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is, and and to have that ability to bring teams in and build those relationships with folks, not only nationally but internationally, right?
Right.
We average about 10 to 12 international teams for the competition each year, so that really brings a lot to the table for those that come to compete.
So what is the SWAT Roundup? So when they go down there, what exactly is the competition? What does it entail? Describe it to somebody who hasn't been there.
Sure, absolutely. Unique to what we do and looking at it versus OTOA, we have a very small piece, and keeping in mind that we want to make sure all these guys and girls that come to compete, that their administrators are going to say, hey, what are we getting for our buck that we pay to come down there, right? I mean, are you just going down there with your buddies and fought around for the week, or are you actually bringing something of value back to the agency, most importantly? And we do. So we mandate training, that they attend training on Monday. So Monday is nothing but training. It's an 8-hour track, and we have multiple different disciplines, and you can choose which discipline you're going to train with for that week on that Monday. That will allow you to move forward to Tuesday, which is the start of the competition. So the competition runs for the next 4 days, Tuesday to Friday. This year it's going to be November 5th through the 10th. A little shameless plug right there. But in all kidding aside, that's the important piece, that we are able to educate these guys and girls a little bit more than they were when they arrived, in Orlando, to say, hey, look, we take this week serious, but after this week, it was just a competition. Yeah. We want you to go back with something a little bit better, bigger, faster, stronger to your home agency, to police those communities that you're in, and be that much better of an officer.
I mean, I know, even speaking for myself, I know when we're down there, we do that. We watch the drills, the competitions, all the different events they run, and sometimes we take from that, we bring it back to our agency, so we're training, we implement some of that stuff. So it is very valuable.
Yeah, right. I mean, you can learn from anybody. So, and who better to learn than people that really take pride in what their skill set is and looking to better themselves. So yeah, I think that's good to come there with an open mindset, and maybe it's something you're never going to do, right? You're like, we would never do that, and that's okay.
Right.
But maybe you're going to find that one thing and say, we've never done that, and take that piece back with you.
And I've seen some of the prizes they give out. It's pretty interesting to see some of the things that you can win in the first, second, third positions.
Yeah, I think 41 years ago, I think obviously I wasn't there. I think that they probably gave away a case of beer, right, and maybe a rifle or something.
Yeah.
But it goes to hand in hand with what you guys got going on here today, right? Those relationships with the vendors is priceless, and that's not no pun intended. That the relationships that you guys have built and that we've all built, and a lot of the same vendors together, right, that go to your show and ours, those without them, we are nothing, right? We don't move forward as rapidly and successfully as we can to benefit all the operators that are in our organizations. And they know, we want nothing but the best for them as well in their organizations, to bring those people, the front line and end users, to them one-on-one and have real conversations about what their product can do for them and their, back at their home agency. So super important. And yeah, we really appreciate the sponsorship. The swag, like you said, at the end of the week, it is pretty phenomenal, the things that those vendors step up and do for those guys and girls.
So if a team from another state, wherever throughout the country, if they wanted to join the SWAT Roundup and they wanted to participate and compete, what do they have to do?
Sure. A lot of people, there is a misconception. They say SWAT Roundup or SWAT Roundup, or Florida SWAT. They confuse it. Well, I thought that was only open to Florida teams. No, international competition, come one, come all. We love new faces, and I've shared this. You and I've talked about it before. That if you come to Roundup and you don't meet 5 different people from 5 different teams, you missed the point of Roundup, right? Competition is great. We love competition, and we should. However, if you don't have the ability to call people from around the country as you do, and a lot of the guys and girls here with OTOA can do that, that's priceless, because of the fact that you have the resources. So if they are interested in coming down, we'd love to have you. FloridaSWAT.org, and there is a drop down on the top there for Roundup, and we'd love to have you.
Outstanding. Hey, John, great seeing you.
All right, brother. Good to see you. Be safe. Thank you again for having us.
Likewise. Take care.
Take care.